Alright, I'm here to talk about my Bionicle figures that I made for the Stick War Legacy game. First we have the Miner. A very weak but effective unit when it comes to resource management. The Miner goes out and gathers gold for you to use in other units like the Sword Raft, Archidon, Spiriton, Bionikle, and its little imps, I call them. And the No Man Giants. In this video, I was going to talk about the characters I have created. A bunch of them are missing heads, like this one imp. I actually ran out of skulls to use, and I had to improvise. It works fairly well. Had to do the same thing with the No Man. I just used the General Grievous head. I like the leaf skin for the miners because it makes them cheaper, and when you use them, they walk faster. My favorite of all the skins to use for the Sword Raft would be the leaf skin. This is because the Sword Raft are all about being cheap. They're cheap, effective infantry in mass. Yeah, I think the original price is $125, and when you use the leaf skin, it reduces it to $112. The next one I would pick is Vampiric. Yes, it doesn't have the health pool you would expect for regenerative properties since they are weak to damage. But the main thing is user damage is actually splash damage, which is insane with a Sword Raft with its jump ability. My favorite skin for the Archidons is definitely the Ice skin. While your units in the front tank and do damage, your Ice Archers also do damage, but they slow down the enemy's attacks. This is highly effective versus Spiritons of any kind. For some reason, it doesn't work with No Man Giants. I don't get it, but whatever. Spiriton. Spiriton is the tank class that you would give the fire ability to, because user control damage is when you do damage to an enemy, you pretty much poison the enemy with fire damage. It's 32 damage each 3 seconds, I think, and it's 6 seconds. So you have an extra 64 damage. That's a good bit of damage, but you still want to get 2 hits in, so it's a kill when it comes to miners or Sword Raft. The next would probably be the Vampiric skin. I haven't actually tried it out yet, simply because I find this one too overpowered because they have so much health and it destroys enemy archers. They don't even have to attack. The Spiritons kill them by taking damage. It's awesome. The Magikill is a very interesting unit because I think it's the best one in the game. This is because if you have like 8 of them, 8 times 5, which is the imps, that's 40 imps. So yes, it does take a while for the Magikill to be in range of like enemies to do their explosive damage, but they're still weakening the enemies, the imps. They're doing good. They do good. My favorite skin though is probably the leaf skin, so I can get them cheaper. I'm not really sure because you don't really want vampiric because the Magikill don't really have that much of a health pool or armor. In my experience, they do take a lot of damage, and they're slower. Most of the time, the imps run past them if you're retreating, and they just get arrows in the back. And even with the leaf skin, they're over 1,000 gold, which is still insane. They're 1,080 with the leaf skin and 1,200 without. No man. No man giants are a very powerful unit. Too bad when you have them on the front lines, they take a lot of damage. They do tank a lot of damage, but they also can't really deal with it that well. You can increase their survivability with the vampiric skin, but the user control splash damage upgrade isn't effective because they already do splash damage, which is 3 damage or damage to 3 enemies. And it's also random. You can't really choose, so it's weird. The next would probably be the fire skin, since they have this much health. When you control a unit, it automatically regenerates 10 health every 4 seconds, I think. It's the same as the fire damage. So, the fire damage poison. So, yeah, I wouldn't really recommend using them that much. If you're already going to use big units like that, I'd rather just use the Magikill or the Spiritans if you want to go tank. Because the imps, they spawn them fairly fast, and then they have the explosive ability. So they're really crowd control units, the Magikill. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Now onto my next subject is when I rated the game, because it's an excellent game, Stick War Legacy. But my problem with it is they don't really add much to it. I've had it since it came out because when I heard the news, I was ecstatic because I fell in love with the first one, even though it's really bare bones. And I did my research. It was made by a Canadian and an Australian. It's a really good game. It's really good, but there are many flaws, particularly on Insane because it's so hard on Insane. I don't know why. I mean, it is called Insane. They should have called it Ultra Nightmare from Doom. But yeah, I love the game. And only in 2015, I think it was, I found out they made a second one. And the second one blew me away. Because not only did we have all these units, except this one. Yeah, the Magikill don't actually spawn like little imps anymore in that game. They do more poison, electric wall, and then explosive damage. But no, we got crawlers, we got exploders, the kamikaze guys, which are pretty much the imps, but they hold dynamite, and they can't be spawned by the Magikill. We have juggernauts, we have deads, we have eclipsers, we have Medusa, and we have Medusa's the final boss from the Chaos faction. And we have not Magikill, but Marokai, which are pretty much the Chaos version of the Magikill, except they have a little more strange abilities. My problem with the Stikk War Legacy game is it's a reboot of the first one. Because it's a reboot, they've had the same things, but they did add some things to it. They did add a tournament mode, a zombies mode, or the deads mode, referring to the enemy in the second game. And recently they added this weekly challenge thing, which I thought was lazy, and everyone does that now. I did not like that. I was actually looking more forward to juggernauts or crawlers and being introduced to the game, and because what they did, they actually added they did what Kingdom Rush did, extra levels that are off campaign line. Like there's one where you have to actually fight the mages, and they spam the Merrics from the second game, which you can't really buy them technically. They're they're an ability, a utility you use from the shop. Kind of weird, but that's all right. Kind of like Griffin the Great or Golden Spiriton are all the summons you can use. There's abilities, summons, and all sorts of things you can buy. Later I'm going to talk about a glitch I found out of nowhere. Let's see, Stikk War chest glitch, it should say, if it would ever focus. Yeah, there we go. Alright. But yeah, I'm kind of sad that the Juggernauts are not in the game. You know these guys? The Dark Knights of Stikk War? Here's a good picture of the Marokai. Look pretty badass. Skeleton mages. I'm just tired of old shit. That's why I'm on YouTube. I'm actually doing things on YouTube now. Alright. This is off topic. But here is a scorpion I made. One of my favorite creatures are the scorpions. I probably would have given it a regular skull, but the simplicity is there because I actually tried to figure out how to make a mandible system, but I just gave up because I was so frustrated with how it would look. It didn't work out because I don't have the correct materials. But I have a good tail for it. It was weird because it has 6 legs and the claws. Supposed to have 8, but I actually ran out of bodies, the chest pieces. Actually, I ran out of everything. Well, besides armor and masks, and weapons. I've actually ran out of like limbs and what are they called? Torso pieces. That's right. Yeah, I'm out of those. So I guess we'll just go to the next character. You gotta be really gentle with these things because the joints are so weak. You have to be as delicate as possible with these. Alright. This one I had in mind was like a snake person. A gorgon, or what some creatures are called naga. The snake person people. They normally have 6 arms, and I was really inspired to make this by Ray Harryhausen, one of my favorite directors and film creators, because he's the guy who did the claymation, stop motion. This is a fairly interesting weapon because it's the whip, the multi I don't know what to call it. It's like a whip with multiple heads. It's pretty cool looking. I got the tail to wrap around to like try to keep it up, because the simplest touch will fucking knock it over for some reason, because it's this joint right here that's so weak, and this one because of it being the weight bearing joint from 6 arms and all sorts of weapons and everything. I think it's my 3rd favorite out of these. It's tied with the Spiriton and the Scorpion. I really like this guy, especially with the spiked pauldrons. I loved spiked pauldrons. I don't know why. Dark steel. Let me see. What am I trying to say here? Dark steel scale armor is some of my favorite looking armor. I was thinking, the Nazgul or Mordor armor. I really liked how the painkiller, or not painkiller, painseeker Ologs look from that one Lord of the Rings game. I think it's Shadow of War. I also love the names and the personalities of the orcs in that game. So interesting. But this is definitely my favorite character right here that I'm trying to pick up without it falling apart. Here, I gotta put the phone down. Okay. Here we have my favorite. Some of the older fans will notice that this is not a new generation frame. This one right here, the blue, the dark blue right there, that's actually really old, from like the early 2000s. I think it was from the that one guy in the actual movie. It was the 4th movie, but it was pretty cool. The ice one. I, Don't ask me to remember the African Indian sounding names from Bionicle. I don't remember many of them besides Metro Nui, of course, but Ragnarok, Rathax, something like that. Also, Stronilius was my favorite out of those, but I tried to keep a hold of the mace pieces. I lost them, and it was so sad. This little green piece down there, where the crotch is, I know you can't really tell it's green very much because of the shadow. It's black, but this piece right here, little armor piece, is a really dark green. It's one of my favorites from the older sets I had. But yeah, this character also has 6 arms. The original version of this character I made actually had 3 heads, 4 arms, and a bunch of weapons. Featuring a shield, a big-ass flanged mace, of course, armor-piercing tip in the back, fire spike at the top, 5 flanges. It's really long, and if you pick up the character, you have to hold the fist so the weapon doesn't, like, tilt the whole arm over. We have a double-barrel shotgun, I want to say, but it's more like the missile launchers from the regular sets. Also, some Star Wars sets that Bionicle released before, I think Bionicle just shut down a while back. I'm not really sure. But they've done it multiple times. I won't be surprised if they bring it back once more, like the zombie demon spawn thing it is. This one right here, I was thinking is like a Gauss cannon. A Gauss cannon railgun thing. And we got the lower 2 arms right here, like under these two, the ones holding the shield and the mace. We have 2 arms on the back. God damn it! There. Yeah, on the back. These have the regular, like it looks like a bone piece. Like the ball and socket joints. Well, this is just 2 sockets on both sides of the socket. And the whole purpose of this is to just grab like open joints without armor. And while in combat, you know. Like right here, they don't have any armor on this little ball joint or a ball. So the socket can just grab it and it's like grappling pretty much. That's what I was going for. Okay, let's see. Check this out. Oh, fuck, it already fell. I'm just gonna gently lay him down so he can rest. There. I love the skull. That's my favorite part about this character. I love the skull I gave this character with the horns. Because I love demonology. That's probably why I like Doom so much. That and killing the demons very violently, in fact. People say it's not a Christian game. Ha! I was just stretching my legs. Alright. Next topic is the chest glitch. Actually, let me see if I can does that look... No, that... Somewhat. I don't know, actually. Let's see. No, I don't think that's better. Let me just explain it to you. I was gonna, like, tell you about it and have it on paper, but I can't because my new phone's camera is terrible. Compared to the 7-year-old phone I had last time, this camera is actually worse. Even though it has, what, 5 of them? 1 in the front, 4 in the back? Really pisses me off, but hey, whatever. I have a 33 minute, 8 second, like, record stop. So we got another, what, 8 minutes? Well, 8.5 or 7.5 minutes. Okay, so the chest glitch for Stick War Legacy. I actually found one and it works multiple times. I've tried it. What you have to do is you get 20 stars. Each level you complete will give you 3 stars. So 7 levels. You'll have 1 left over. The second step is restarting the save file. And it has to be on normal. I've tried it on hard and insane. I don't know if this will work for others. And if it doesn't, not my fault. I'm just saying what I figured out for myself in my version of the game. In my version of the game, if you reset your save and redo it on normal, if you go into the first level, pause the game, and at the bottom of the screen, it should look similar to this blurry ass picture. You should see the shop button at the bottom right. You press that, and it takes you to the shop where you can, like, select the chest, skins, armory, all sorts of tabs up here at the top. You press chest, and within the shop, you can actually figure out that this collect chest button, you can tap it infinitely and it will give you all the chests. I spent literally 24 hours. I actually spent 24 hours, or more or less, opening chests, and I ended up with so many gems and I think I ended up with 200,000 gems, like spare gems. 2,761 minor haste abilities, 1,102 sword wrath rage, 841 Archidon rain, arrow storm, whatever you want to call it. 650 Spiriton rage, Spartan rage, whatever, from God of War. 1,001 defense crowns that make your statue overpowered. 213 Merrick's, 210 golden. I really do have a speech impediment, don't I? 210 golden Spiritons. I can say Spiriton just fine, but I can't say golden. Anyway. Yeah, Spiriton should be much harder to say, but whatever. 103, what is it? Westwind Confederacy units. It's like 2 Archidons and 2 Spiritons come to your aid each time you activate this. And I got 102 Griffins. Impressive, I would say. As for the rest of my channel, with cats, gaming, and this now, I don't see many cat videos coming up later on, but I do see more tabs videos. Of course, I can't edit anything since I don't have money to buy editing software. I do not. Or at least online money. Online money that I can like transfer and give to someone for a subscription, no less. A subscription to software for me to edit videos with. But anyway, should be fun. Should be. Let's see how the cats are doing. Since one of my fans, my brother, make more cat videos. Alright, I'll introduce them. Oh, there's Sookie. Sookie, say hello. Sookie, say hello to camera on the phone. Oh, there she is. Lucy, what you doing? Are you trying to sleep? Too bad. Stay up so you don't keep me up at night. That's what they've been doing recently. I have to stay up in the day, go to sleep at night. They're barging in. My door is locked too. I would lock my door, close it. They'd barge in, jump on my bed, and do all sorts of shit to me. It's crazy. Anyway, we're getting close to that mark that will stop the recording. So, I think I'll stop it here. Have a great day.